Bronson, Perich, welcome to the Chrysalis. Today, just going to talk about two things, right? In my previous video, I talked about the idea of buying on the dips. So, in other words, you approach cryptocurrency in the same manner as you would, let's say, buying a TV, or let's say, buying a washing machine or a refrigerator. In other words, you wait for the price to drop, you wait until your preferred pricing, and then you buy, and you wait until your preferred sell price, and you sell then. I'm going to introduce to you another buying concept. It's called dollar cost averaging. I'll give you a real simple breakdown of it, and this is a wise strategy as well. It's the strategy used by my Bitcoin saver, right? And it is the reason why my Bitcoin saver can consistently deliver Bitcoin for good prices, right? A lot of different investors use this strategy. I use it by default. Um, when I use my Bitcoin saver, I have used it on occasion, um, but now I am buying on the dips. Which is better? I don't know. Um, there's pros and cons for each, and it really depends on what suits you as a person, right? I would, so far, I would say you buy on the dips if you're looking for quick flips. You do dollar cost averaging if you're looking to buy and hold. Okay, so if you look on your left, you'll see that I've got some a little graphic I made up, and these prices are not true. They're just theoretical. They're just examples. Yeah. So imagine you buy Bitcoin at $25 worth of Bitcoin, and the price is 15,000. Next week you buy 25 worth of Bitcoin at the same price. Next week price goes up, right? But you're still buying $25 worth of Bitcoin. You pay 20,000. Week after that, same thing, right? So the idea behind dollar cost averaging is that you're going to buy a set amount of a cryptocurrency on a regular basis, periodically, right? So no matter what the price is, no matter how good, how bad, you're just going to spend the exact same amount of money and you're going to do it consistently, yeah? So whether it's a dip, whether it's a crash, or no matter what, you just keep buying it. And so if you look here, right, how this works is that if you're buying at the same price and you're buying on a regular basis, right, despite your highs, despite your lows, what will happen is that things will average out, right? And we've just got the mathematics here, right? So I've worked out the average pricing by taking these four numbers, I've added them together, and I've divided them by the amount of purchases, right? So the combined pricing was 70k. I divided it by four purchases, that's 15k. So it's a little bit higher than 15 and a little bit lower than 20, right? This is how it averages out. Now imagine if you're doing that over 6 months, or 7 months, or 8 months, or 1 year, or 2 years. You would consistently get a better pricing than people that are buying on the dips, right? And while people are panicking, it doesn't matter to you because you're buying and you're hodling, right? And then you are buying consistently the same amount, right? And so it doesn't really matter because if you're playing a long-term game, despite the price fluctuations, if you use dollar cost averaging, it's all going to work out. Right, it'll average out that you wouldn't have got it at the cheapest price, you wouldn't have got it at the most expensive price, but you would have got it at an average pricing across the board. And then because you've bought it at an average pricing across the board, you will be able to sell for a profit when you've determined your sell point. That's dollar cost averaging in a nutshell. It is a very good technique. I have used this technique in various ways previously, right? So I'm going to do a little analysis as to why you would, let's say, buy and sell on the dips, right? Now, at this particular time, I am not really buying much Bitcoin. I probably will in the next few days, right? And because I've expressed that the idea in previous videos that Bitcoin is a failed currency, it acts like a commodity, therefore it is digital gold. And the impracticality of Bitcoin is best explained by imagine trying to do your grocery shopping with a bar of gold bullion. Yeah, doesn't work, epic fail, right? But it is a good store value, right? So the idea behind buying on the dips is that let's say if you wanted to look into an alt currency, yeah, and you weren't quite sure how it was going to figure out, right? So what you would do is that you would buy. First of all, you decide how much money you want to spend on buying this particular coin, right? You do a bit of research, read the white paper, determine if it's something that fits in with your personal values and your personal strategy. Yeah. You look at the prices over time, right? And then you wait until the price is cheap enough for you to buy, right? So buying on the dips is a great way of just experimenting, when you're not making a hard and fast commitment. Like for example, I last month in December I bought some Soon coin on the dip, right? And then I sold it at a 25% profit a month later. That's an example of buying on the dip. I mean, Soon coin, I wouldn't recommend that people buy it, you know, but there really was nothing to it, but it was a quick flip, right? So buying on the dips is a way of just experimenting, doing research, and determining if an altcoin is right for you. I'll still say it, the best way to buy Bitcoin, if you are going to do it, is using dollar cost averaging, because that way, you're not going to put your pants if the price drops, but you are going to make a profit if the price rises. For buying alts, I buy on the dips. So there's good and bad in either strategy. Let me know what sort of success you've had in deploying either strategy. I'm not the greatest at Bitcoin, but I know that there are people that are doing some serious things with Bitcoin, and I'm not a whale. I'm more like a flounder. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, drop in the comments below, and have a great day. Bye bye.